Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. So I want to give you some few tips about the spotlight in case you are also doing mini spotlight on your on your POP. Yeah, you see the spotlight where you're fixing and chair. What I say, it's just recently about, let's say, we did it in December, November, December inside, and today's date is 12 April. Today's the 12th April, which is Friday, and I want to address this for those who are willing to do much of the spotlights on your POP ceiling. The spotlight didn't really last longer than I was expecting because I think they have some funky lifespan that you won't really understand. Okay. Answer this has bent way. I say it's sport, and this is also blinking. Okay. And instead of this to give the white color, it's giving the warm color instead, which is not how it's supposed to be. When you press when you press the switch, it should give you one color like this, you understand? It shouldn't give you warm and white and warm. Nah, if that's the case, then the light has a problem. Okay, so if you are doing your POP ceiling light, you shouldn't do it many because the spotlights are very expensive these days. I bought my spotlight for my spotlight was 95 spotlight in total, which cost 5,700 Ghana cedis, which each was I think 50 cedis or so. Yeah, let me check. I think each was 50 cedis or so. So if you are, let's say this is actually 10. At first it was I think 1 2 3, it was 6. The whole thing was 6. And I decided to bring enough light to the kitchen, so I told the electrician to give me more of the spotlight for the kitchen to bright. Okay, so that's the reason why I came up and then ended up adding more spotlights in the kitchen because I wanted the kitchen to, bright very well. What I said, and person kitchen I didn't want the kitchen to be dark. You understand? Yeah. So that's the reason why I decided to make the spotlight plenty. So I bought one spotlight for 60 Ghana cedis, as you can see right there, which was first it was 82 for the whole room, was 82, and then we decided to add the TV stand spotlight to 8, making 95 as I show you here. So my total spotlight cost me 5,700, and you know, each and every day they are increasing prices of items and all of that. So if I bought this 60 Ghana I even bought this I think October or something, but we used it. I didn't buy all at once, so like you understand, we didn't use it at the same time that we bought it. We waited for some time, for some I think weeks, so we did it during the November time. So if we bought this 60 cedis last year, what do you think the price will be today? So let's say right now this bulb is spot, we actually burn it. So it will problem, you have to change it. If you don't change it, it will give you the different, it will keep giving you the different color always. This one also, and also the same thing, to give you, this one rather will also give you the same thing. So we have to change it. So you have to change 1 2 3 spotlights. And bear in mind, say, if you change this, that's not the end of the spotlight too. others can bend too. You understand? So let's say if I've maximized the spotlight to, let's say, 3, like here was 3 previously, here also 3, which is 6. If one bend here, it will reduce your cost. You understand? Yeah, that's why many people prefer using this light, you know. So you see this LED light, it lasts longer than the spotlight. So that was the main reason why I told the electrician to give me 2 spotlights right here for the area to really bright, and it makes the kitchen very, very brighter. So the spotlight will also accompany the the LED light will accompany the spotlight in case of any of the spotlight got spots or bent. Okay, so when you are buying your spotlight, you have to, like when you are doing your spotlight for your POP, you have to reduce the total of the spotlight on your POP. Like you have to reduce it, and if you, add some LED light to it, that one will be better, because the more that the plenty that you do it, if a share, you buy a lot. So keep in mind, and now it's 60 cedis, so next 2 years will be 150. So if 4 or 5 banner, what the car? So I decided to share you this update real quick. And also looking at this area too, this tool has bent. So this area, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so boom, they on together. You understand? This, you see, this is their switch. You see, I've named them 1, 2. The 2 is for this area. You understand? Good. And the 1 is for this area. This area is together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are together. So if I press the 1, you see it's off. If I press it back on, it's on. So apparently, currently, this area has bent. This area spotlight has bent. We need to replace it, which is 1, 2. Adding to the other side, which is the kitchen 3, making 5. And the master bedroom, I'm not done, so I don't on the light. I used to on the light before, but the electrician told me I shouldn't on the light because it will keep burning, even though I've not started. We have not even completed the master bedroom, like a lot of job at the master bedroom. We have not even completed it, so I shouldn't be turning on the light. So I've not tried that since he told me that. But I always on this side, and one of this side, this area has bent. One of the spotlight in this area has bent, and it really got me. You can see it even 2. At first it was this one. Now we have a count where I forgot. So you see, this area too, we need to replace 2 right here. You see, we need to replace 2, so making 7. So right now we need to replace 7 spotlights. But the kitchen, but the washroom, I've not. I don't own it, so they are still, intact, working. As you can see, they are still intact and working. Good. So bear in mind, you have to reduce your spotlight and don't keep it on when you are really not using it, and it will save you a lot from buying new ones, buying replacement and all of that. To save you a lot of money, you come and see the cobweb and all that. So you shouldn't be doing your spotlights plenty on your POP. You have to make it normal. So if I should have put one LED light here to be okay, then I do this area, the spotlight, it will be okay. But the spotlight is good, but just that I don't like the fact that their lifespan is very short. They don't really last, in my opinion. I don't know why they do it that way, but the LED really lasts longer than the POP, than the spotlight. So in my POP, in my TV stand, I don't usually on it because I don't want a situation whereby you see, here's the living area and you'll be having visitors and the light will be flickering or something will be blinking. Nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's no problem with this area. I decided to do the blending this way. I didn't want the whole thing to turn on the same light. I decided to blend it. That's why you could see there's warm on this side, there's white on this side, and there's warm on this side, there's white here, warm and white and white and white. I decided I like it this way, good. So I made the electrician do it this way. Actually, we do it in some different way, some different level. That's why we get this kind of blend. I will forget the idea that I brought up during the time of that installation. So you don't need to do many spotlights. So the living area too. This is the spotlight for the living area. I don't on it at all. We just use the we just use the, what do we call it? We just use the hidden light. You see, we just use the hidden light, and that's enough for us. We don't normally use the spotlight for the living area. So that brings us to the end of this session. And you know, some of the rope light too, they have a slight problem. I also have one one hidden light bent. The time that we bought it, you know, the fuse were blowing when we tried to test it before installation. You try to test it, they are not blue, so we have to send it back for them to change it. So they change it like twice or thrice before we get before they give us a good one, but we're not fortunate enough. So we have one bent, which is this side, it covers this side, it's bent. So we have the rest working, including the dining space is also working. So guys, you have to reduce your POP lighting to save costs in the near future, because the more the plenty you do, no, the plenty your bill goes up in case of there's a replacement. So I'll see you in the next episode, and thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. I'll see you when I'm almost done with the kitchen. Okay, the kitchen, we will soon complete the tiling for the kitchen area. So subscribe.